Hey guys, welcome to Morning Mayhem. We're gonna join the Karen Reed motions 7th, I think
it is Sammy time.
Like
hey guys, how's it going?
chevron there in the corner.
Like 2 buildings down from that.
So when I get texts texting won't come in and I see something that's important, or
Dudes brought me over there to be a plaything for their roommate.
Welcome to Late Night Mayhem.
I am Mr. Peace, baby.
I am Mr. Peace.
Hey guys, welcome to After the Bars. I am Sam. So we have a little action going on. Karen Reed just stepped into the courthouse, so we're going to take a look-see and go over there. Did I move my camera? We're going to go over there and check it out. Here we go. Oh. I think they were called back.
Now that we're seeing activity inside and out at 2:17 Eastern.
This case is so unique in that we don't get any information, right? We're literally just trying to interpret. I think there's a verdict. Personally, just by
Eastern.
The body language, I assume the parties know.
They've been letting them go home
if it's
around
a question or a verdict.
So I don't think it's to release.
Karen going up and kissing her father. This seems like this might be it.
Let's see if we have Matt Johnson. I saw him asking Karen Reed a question, and her lips move, but I don't think we had the audio. So let's go to him and see if he can tell us what she did say, because Matt, she always seems to answer your question.
Camera's like, anyways.
Yeah, well, we've covered this trial since the very beginning, and I asked Karen Reed, who was walking notably with her father, if she was ready for a verdict, and she said always.
Always. Oh, something happened over there. Let's check out a different network. Let's check out that's that. I want to go to the AP. Let's do AV.
But they have been in deliberation for 19 hours. Last year, they were in deliberation for 3 days. Today is technically the 4th day, but it is the 3rd full day that they have been deliberating.
Let's just go. So yeah, so we're just here. We're just waiting to see what's up. Hopefully we get a verdict right now. Hey, what's up, James Collins? What's up, Cliff Van Ferguson? Good to see you, Cliff Van. We've missed you around these parts. Oh yeah, I think I seen you last time. We've missed you. I'm guessing this is a verdict. So pretty exciting. I mean, we know this is going to be not guilty on the manslaughter, on the murder. So it kind of sucks that we do have like a heads up to that. Unless they went backwards from their deliberations yesterday, I don't see that changing in an adverse way. Do you know what I mean? I don't see it. Can you see my skull on there? Yeah, there it is. That's the artist skull. I don't really see that changing. That used to be my name on Facebook, was Art Driven. I have a lot of residual content left over there. That was from 2014. And then the Sullen Art Company made an Art Driven hat and some shirts. And I was like, badass. That used to be my name. Because I used to be driven. Now I'm YouTube driven. I really am. I'm YouTube driven. Let's just hope we get a verdict. But like I said, it's kind of anticlimactic now because of the questions from yesterday. We kind of know that, they're acquitted. She'll be acquitted on the murder, on the manslaughter, unless they go backwards. So, again, We'll just have to see. But until then, you know what this is. That's right, ladies and germs. We possibly have a verdict in the Karen Read trial. The jury is back deliberating the fate of Karen Read. They were all called back to the courthouse. We're about 2 hours before they would be sent home. So it's either more questions that need to be deliberated or not deliberated, but is it voir dired? No, what would that be? I guess just considered and to see how the defense and the prosecution would like those to be answered. Pretty badass though. Pretty exciting. What music do I have anymore? I forget what music I have.
Good morning to the chaos we ride. Newspaper blues with the truth denied. Wake up, Sam, he's reborn again. One step forward from where he's been. Turn up the noise, flip the script today. Lights on, Sam, we've got dues.
So we're hoping to get a verdict back.
A world on fire, but the winds still blow. This is Morning Mayhem. Welcome to the show. Tales of storms that refuse to yield. Broken hearts in a battlefield. Got scars deep, but that's who I am. I stand tall, now no hidden scams. Turn up the noise.
Oh, I would love to see that, Cliffman. It is Inside the Mind X, the letter X at Gmail.
A world on fire, but the winds still blow. This is Morning Mayhem. Welcome to the show. Drama right mayhem. Mayhem. Got scars deep, but that's who I am. I stand tall now, no hidden scams. No hidden scams. No hidden scams.
You are unmuted.
Here we go. Ooh, exciting.
All right. I appreciate you all getting back here. During the luncheon break, I received word from a court officer that the jury had knocked on the door, indicating that they had a verdict. But before I could even summons everybody into court, shortly thereafter, they knocked again and said they didn't have a verdict. So I asked the court officer to tell them to put that verdict slip in an envelope and seal it, and to give it to us. Paul, do you have it?
What the?
I haven't seen this. It's been sealed. I'm now going to seal it in the legal sense. So this is sealed. No one will have access to it. It will be preserved and made part of this record. I'm going to ask it to be marked for identification with the word jury, Chrissy, just to keep it separate and apart from everything else. So it's marked for ID with the word jury.
Wow. Never heard of such a thing.
All right. So we do not have a verdict because, as we all know, there is no verdict until it is announced and recorded in open court. So we are still awaiting a verdict. Because it took a while to pull this together, I would ask that everybody remain in the building until the end of the day.
That's right.
So we'll see everybody later.
Thank you. All right.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I wonder if there's any precedence for that. I mean, I'm sure there is. To send a message out. Yeah, there's a holdout, Linda. Exactly. There's someone, they sent a message saying there is a verdict. And then ate lunch. Is that what she said? Ate lunch. And said, no, I'm sorry, there isn't a verdict. We messed up. So let's watch that again. Let's watch that again. I want to see exactly what did she say. I'm surprised the commentators aren't on there yet.
No one will have access to it.
Okay, let's listen to this again.
You are unmuted.
Yeah, they had a Subway sandwich and changed your mind.
Be seated, court is in session.
I know, right?
All right. I appreciate you all getting back here. During the luncheon break, I received word from a court officer that the jury had knocked on the door, indicating that they had a verdict. But before I could even summons everybody into court, shortly thereafter, they knocked again and said they didn't have a verdict. So I asked the court officer to tell them to put that verdict slip in an envelope and seal it, and to give it to us. Paul, do you have it?
So someone said, no, wait, never mind.
I haven't seen this. It's been sealed. I'm now going to seal it in the legal sense. So this is sealed. No one will have access to it. It will be preserved and made part of this record. I'm going to ask it to be marked for identification with the word.
It's either someone said, we're just going to say she got, not guilty on the D. She's not guilty on everything. They're thinking about the DWI, the DUI, the OUI, operating under the influence, whatever it is, right? Let's just say they said not guilty on that. Then during lunch, someone said, you know what? No, we got to find her guilty of that because she was drinking, or vice versa, right? Or maybe two people clicked up and they were talking, she needs to be found guilty. So what, you would rather hang the jury on this one charge, which they won't retry a DUI, not in a million years. I guess if I felt strongly about it, I would hang the jury. I would hang the jury. Let's see what Vinny has to say. Let's back this up a little bit. And I'm going to show it.
Comes over, they say we have a verdict. Cannoni is informed of it, but it's in between the time that Judge Cannoni is informed of this, there's another knock saying there is no verdict. Yet there's a verdict form in that envelope, it seems.
And there's enough time that has elapsed that all of the parties have gathered. Karen Reed's team is 10 minutes out. So that means it wasn't an immediate thing, perhaps. Perhaps they were called again. But I'm understanding that Vinny Politan is ready out on the ground. Let's go to him live.
But Vinny,
what do you think?
It's a shit
The tie says it all.
Do we have
Can
a
you
verdict?
knot it? Can you tie it? You can't tie it yet.
We have a verdict, we don't have a verdict. We got a verdict, we don't have a verdict. Is there a verdict, is there not a verdict? I don't know, so I'm just standing by like this. This is, again, unusual. The only time something like this happened, even close to this, was in the Johnny Depp trial, when they had a verdict, sent out the verdict note, but they hadn't filled out the sheets properly, and they had to send them back. This might be something different than that, though, because if the jury is knocking and saying we have a verdict, and then knocking and saying we don't have a verdict, something's going on in that jury room. That's all that tells me. Something's going on. Somebody's like, wait a minute. So let's see. What is sealed in the envelope?
Yeah.
Open the envelope. Let's find out. I don't understand this. This is extremely unusual. Even though we don't know what the verdict is, all of a sudden now there's another issue with this case, with this jury. We do this all the time at Court TV. It's not that complicated. It's just not that complicated. But this case, this trial, these verdicts or lack of verdicts have become extremely complicated and convoluted. I don't understand it, but hopefully the judge and the attorneys can get to the bottom of what exactly is happening.
There should absolutely be a case study on this case in terms of how to deal with jurors, how to communicate with jurors. Do we think it could be a note? If the jury put in a note, we have reached a verdict, sent that to the court, and then that gets sealed because we don't want the indication on the record that there ever was a verdict if there was not one. Could, Ted, what do you think? Do you think it perhaps could be that?
We don't know for sure that what's in that envelope is the verdict form by any stretch. It likely is a note. And then it's the game of telephone between the bailiff. Was it miscommunicated, misinterpreted? I think that there's a backstory here that hopefully will be illuminated very soon for the parties. You know, what do you do if now you're one of the Karen Read,
It'll be
the
today,
O'Keefe
though, guys.
family? This is bizarre.
Do you leave the courthouse at this point?
Or Canoni told him don't leave.
Right. Vinny, are people there on the ground? Did they hear verdict and have a reaction thinking there was one, or was it pretty quick that they learned we don't have a verdict?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. We can take a look at the crowd. Everyone's confused right now. They're as confused as the rest of us. Everybody here heard verdict. There was a loudspeaker that was being played, and then all of a sudden we heard, we don't have a verdict. I've never heard that before. We have a verdict, we don't have a verdict. I don't know what it means. They don't know what it means, but they're all glued to their phones trying to get the latest information from inside that courtroom. And, you know, just to add another layer of intensity and anticipation to all of this,
what is going on over there?
Sprinkle a whole bunch of confusion as well. It's unusual. It's really unusual what is happening at this moment. And I hope that the jury communicates what's happening. To me, that's the key. It's the communication between the jury and the court. Communication was the problem first time around, and now it looks like there's more communication issues. You know, in a lot of jurisdictions, like I've been saying, sometimes the judge will just call the jury into the courtroom on the record and say, hey, what's going on? Do you have a verdict? Do you not have a verdict? Massachusetts, they don't like that sort of back and forth. They don't want to interfere at all. So that becomes a hurdle now in trying to understand what exactly happened inside that jury room and how you go from verdict in one moment to just a few moments later to no verdict. I think it even caught the judge off guard by the way she was describing what had happened. So everyone out here, there was that surge of this is the moment until it wasn't. Here we are. Welcome to Dedham.
They were right in the sense that this was a moment. It was almost the moment that everyone is waiting for. And I think you highlight something great, Vinny, that the communication, the form of communication is pretty antiquated. We're talking about notes, handwritten notes that have to go, and there can be no verbal communication during this time, and that can add challenges in itself. I understand that Matt Johnson may be available. Let's see if we can go out to him, see what he is seeing from his vantage point. Matt Johnson, your reaction to us getting these double knocks from the jury?
The most unpredictable trial of the century. I mean, this doesn't help with the call from this community for transparency and light. There's just going to be more questions. And all of these supporters that believe in corruption and that there was a cover-up here are looking very confused at this point in time. There's something happening here at the courthouse in front of me because all of the police officers are still talking amongst each other. They're pointing to things on the backside of the courthouse. We know that all parties have been asked to remain present here on the property as this deliberating jury figures out what they're going to do. I mean, to knock on the door and say that they have a verdict and then to knock again and say that they don't, I think that now some people are wondering if a jury member had cold feet, if they changed their initial vote. There's a lot of confusion out here on the courthouse steps, but we're not seeing Read's vehicles leave like we normally do. And there's a lot of movement out here in front, including from a lot of law enforcement that are here near the steps, a lot of media on the move too. Just a lot of silence and a lot of confusion, to be honest with you.
I want to bring in Ted, who's here with me in studio. Ted, do you think that this could mean, even if we do have a verdict, all the way up until polling the jury, after a verdict, after everything's entered, that we could still see some problems? I mean, we'll all be leaning in for the polling of the jury, which we usually kind of sit back for, ignore, but...
Yeah, I mean, this is just, you're thinking about all the different scenarios. Is there an unwilling juror who then changed his or her mind after that initial note was passed along that we do have a verdict? Was it the foreperson going, oh, oops, I mean, we didn't? Some communication issue within the jury room? Was the communication issue between the jury foreman and this bailiff? What's in the envelope? Is it one note or two notes? Is it a verdict form? A lot of questions, and you wonder if the parties are going to demand to be heard at some point here as time goes by and everybody's just sitting idly.
Talking about the time that's passing, Matt Johnson, do you know if Judge Cannone is going to extend the day? I know she has been a stickler about ending the day early, 4 o'clock. Yesterday it was 3:50. With the weirdness of this situation, do you think there's a chance she will extend the day? Let this go into the late afternoon or evening, because it seems like they're certainly on the precipice of a decision.
Yeah, I think 100% there is a chance that she will extend the day if we don't get a verdict within the next couple hours. She told all parties be present, because what happens is at the end of the day at 4 o'clock, when the jury is usually excused, she sends in a note with the bailiff asking if they want to work late. Then she works with the courthouse to keep security on present.
Guys,
but we're in like a Friday verdict type of scenario, because you have tomorrow being a dark day because of the holiday, Juneteenth. So that may move things along too, and we could see this courthouse stay open a little bit later than normal.
It better be. I mean, come on. We got to get to the bottom of this thing, right?
Sometimes rules are rules, and it feels like there are days that she should have let them go longer, pushed them to go a little longer, especially yesterday.
I think yesterday they wanted to leave. They sent the note that they'd had enough, and then they were sent on their way. But what's going on in that courtroom? This is insane.
Let's see. Do we still have Vinny available? Because I do want to ask him about what could happen to a holdout juror. Vinny, if there's a juror that is yanking everyone back and saying, I changed my mind, I don't want to come to a decision, and they have to then retract this verdict, what can happen? What are some of the options? Because we have seen situations where some jurors refuse to deliberate.
Hey guys.
Right. If you refuse to deliberate, the rest of the jurors can send a note out, and there can be an inquiry. And if you're not participating in it, you can be taken out of the jury. It's an extreme measure. We've seen it in high-profile cases. Scott.
Hey guys, real quick. I want to just share this QR code. This is for Max GoFundMe. It's for her trip to inspire trauma survivors. If you scan that QR code, that'll take you to her GoFundMe, and it'll explain what it is. I can't put up a link in the chat because it's too long. So if you could maybe try to get over there to go check it out. You can also screenshot this and go to another device. I wish there was a way I could. Let me see if I can do something real quick to put up maybe a shorter link. Copy link. I'm going to see if I can share it. Boy, everyone's going live right now with this verdict. Oh, here we go. Okay, I put a link in the I wonder why that one link was so long. The first time. Yeah, there we go. I got the link in the chat. If you guys can go ahead and do whatever you can afford if you can. It's really important to Mac, and she's one of our community members. I would do the same for any of you guys. Remember when Mischief Managed, who we haven't seen forever, oddly enough, I did that whole marathon fundraiser for her. We went over 12 hours. Haven't seen her though. It's been weeks. So not that she has to be here because we did that for her. I'm just saying, you know, people come, people go, and we helped her out in her time of need, and that's what we're doing here. But I would guess that Mac isn't going nowhere. So yeah, so that's on there. Let's get back to the trial. And if you have any questions, you can ask Mac. Yeah, they're off until Monday if no decision. They might come on Friday, but Thursday there is no court. I might be a little wrong on that.
Peterson, a juror, was removed. I think it was the foreperson. It was a mutiny. But let's not go there quite yet. Like, it's always in Massachusetts.
Boy, that
it's all
fan
about
is
the
going to be
verdict form,
iconic.
right?
I'm going to take a little.
Was the verdict form signed and filled out?
Video of that fan.
I don't know.
And I'm going to.
If the verdict form is signed and filled out, that's supposed to be the verdict in Massachusetts. That's why counts 1 and 3 couldn't be dismissed last time because they didn't fill out the paperwork. Could this be the inverse, where they filled out the paperwork and now we're saying we don't have a unanimous verdict? How do they deal with that? Last time it was the paperwork that won. Will the paperwork win this time? It's strange, but it's a possibility, right? You fill everything out, knock on the door. Because are you going to knock on the door before you fill out the paperwork? I wouldn't if I was the foreperson. I would make sure, all right, we've got it. We've got the votes. We fill out the paperwork. Massachusetts, all about the verdict slips. We fill it out. We sign it. Da-da-da.
Let's see what Attorney Larry Foreman has. This is one of my favorite.
And then we knock again. Wait. Give us back the papers.
This is wild. Literally, as I'm doing this video, I'm interrupted. But anyway, let me just fill you guys in on what just happened once again. So the jury knocked on the door, as it started to say. They said, we have a verdict. And they knocked again, said, no, we don't have a verdict. Either somebody flipped or somebody changed their mind, or they didn't understand what their job was, maybe, or maybe one of them was like, actually, I'm not 100%.
Larry Foreman is super cool. He used to be called the Buckled Up, the Buckled Up show.
And Judge Beverly Cannoni simply put it in a signed, in an envelope, a sealed envelope, and they just left it until literally, as I was going to go live to tell you guys, hey, here we are, this is it. We're back to waiting, we're back to figuring things out. I guess they don't want to go home for Juneteenth and come back on Friday or Monday or whatever it was going to be. And you know what? Chad is saying they butt dialed the verdict. You know, it's very possible. It's very possible that the jury has accidentally butt dialed the verdict, and now they got the real verdict.
I wish I could share both. I guess I could share the entire. Yeah, I could share both, but I'm not going to. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the verdict. We're going to get everyone. It took them 21 hours and 17 seconds to come up with the verdict. It should be any minute now. They're probably just waiting for Karen and the crew to get in. Cool, exciting. Yeah, they butt dialed the verdict. Yeah. 17 times. Yeah, but that clown judge, she was a clown. She was a straight clown. Yep, she sure was. I'm just getting some SEO out of the way while we're waiting, which means just, oh wait, no, those are all Elon SEOs. Never mind. Where's ChatGPT when you need it? Did I do any SEO for the verdict party? Oh yeah, I did. Just doing some house cleaning real quick. I don't know if I did tags. Damn it, I didn't do tags. Let me get some tags real quick. Copy, paste, tags for Karen Reed verdict. Hearing and watch party. Watch party. Let's see if they do me justice. There we go. Copy. It just helps get the video out when people are searching, you know. Perfect. Karen Reed trial, verdict. No, I don't see any verdict. Oh yeah, verdict live. Perfect. Okay. Now I can pay attention. Let's see what's going on in the old chatty chat. Yuck, please. No toilet talk. I'm just going to have my dinner. I didn't do any toilet talk, did I? Okay, we'll try, Caroline. Apologize if I don't know. Maybe it was going on in the chat. Yeah, they are going to keep us waiting for her. Just woke up. Robin Bliss. I work overnight Tuesday nights. Hey, Robin, good to see you. Yeah, we've been on and off all day. Bev, the lifeguard, likes to leave early. I know, she's so crazy. It's all about her and her control. It absolutely is. And I have a show that's halfway edited. It's not a show, it's a video I'm going to post, halfway edited, of every single thing that I think she did that was sus, is what the kids say today, which is highly suspect. Like highly suspect. Yeah, she is no bueno. She is no bueno. I think when they read the verdict, I'm going to do it from this. Or should I do it from the other one? No, I'm doing it for this. Yeah. So do you guys think she'll get found guilty on the DUI? Let's do a poll real quick. This will just be a yes or no. Guilty of DUI. Yes or no? I just put up a poll. Whoops. Did I say DUI? Yeah. Guilty of DUI, yes or no? All right. Also, I did put up Max GoFundMe link. You guys can go check that out if you want. And it explains like what she's doing. And yeah, I'm stepping on something. I'm gonna have to start wearing my slides. Boy, it is hot. I have all these computers and monitors in this room. And when the door is shut and the windows, because we have the air conditioning going on in the other room, it is hot in here. I need an air conditioner for in here. I have one. I just haven't hooked it up. Yeah, they definitely have not gone home. But you're probably saying that in jest. So I'm not answering just your guys' random sarcastic comments. Oh no, they're there. Yep. They haven't left, guys. I'm here to report this accurate, non-fake news. They are still in the building. Really? Only 50%? Fell 50-50 so far. Wow. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I think I'm voting about 50-50. For real. Yeah, about 50-50. Let me take that off. What is Larry? Let's see what Larry's talking about while we're waiting.
And you'll have to excuse me, devour this delicious mushroom ravioli because I.
Will you share with me?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. That's definitely.
Are you kidding? I wasn't gonna hog it all to myself. What did you get?
I can't get any.
Egg, asparagus, something. I don't know. It looks good.
Looks good. Here, steal some.
I don't know why he's muted.
I got my lucky Rick and Morty shirt.
Should this tab instead? Okay, here we go. I know. Can you guys still see my screen share? I know. Isn't Larry great, Robin? He's great. I wonder if he's Armenian. Oh, that sounds so good, Caroline. I'm not just saying that because you posted it. I just did. I knew you used to make like a cold carrot soup. God, it was good. So good, man. So to everyone new that just got here, we just doubled the numbers. To everyone new that just got here, we are monitoring the verdict. The verdict is in. Don't worry, I won't miss it. We're just in the meantime watching Larry Foreman. I also got it in the back, so I for sure won't miss it. I will hear it come on there in case I'm not paying attention. I was hoping Larry would be talking about some good fun stuff. Larry is great, guys. Go check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description. Well, thank you, Caroline. Thanks for all you guys to come out and watch it with me. We were there in the beginning. We didn't cover every day because it was, I had to work. I started a construction job, so I wasn't able to really like cover every day. But I tried to keep us updated, and I know you guys watch it on your own too. But I tried to, as a community, keep us updated so we can have our little chat that we do about all the different things. Lots of people talking about it. I can hear it in his background. I think he's watching Law and Crime. Caroline, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I think what happens is that if you can have it set to receive all notifications, but then your phone, especially if it's an iPhone, you have to check your notifications on your iPhone, and there'll be a long list to make sure that you get YouTube notifications. If you don't get any YouTube notifications, that's what's going on. But if you get some YouTube notifications and not mine, then yeah, something weird's going on. And that sucks because I would like hopefully that everyone would get all the notifications. What do you mean? He just got like 500,000. Because he talks shiesty. He's like Better Call Saul. That's why. He's authentic. He's him. But he has that shite. He's an ex like DUI lawyer. I don't know. He's funny. I have so much stuff going on in this office right now. Oh, come on, Larry. Keep us entertained. Let me see if I can find some other stuff. It might be fun to watch Emily D. Baker. Yeah, I know. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Here we go. Oh, we don't have volume. Oh, I got to do this. Here we go, guys. Pretty exciting. 5x5. We can hear now, right? Can I get a 5x5 real quick? Still can't hear it? Shit. Remove. Stop share. Share screen. Sound. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Eileen.
with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater, correct?
Can I get another
So say you,
5
Mr.
by 5,
Foreman?
please?
So say you all?
Guilty.
003, what say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? The defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
All right, jurors, everybody please be seated. Jurors, we thank you for your service.
Guilty of DUI.
Send you
That's
back. Your
it.
service is complete.
You can hear them celebrating outside.
Talk to you a little bit afterwards, so thank you very much.
All rise.
That's it.
Jurors, follow me.
Look at old boy's crying. She's not even crying. Oh yeah, she's crying now. They tried to get her, man. So now everyone who's made money off watching this trial,
Media, please exit the courtroom immediately.
in this trial,
Karen Reed.
all the
Not-
YouTubers-
Not yet.
Tony,
Hold
not
on,
yet.
hold on, everyone. Karen Reed. Ms. Reed, can I have your attention? As required by statute, I must inform you that the records regarding the charges that you have been found not guilty will be sealed by the Commissioner of Probation by the court unless you notify the Commissioner of Probation in writing within 10 days that you do not want these records sealed. To request that these records not be sealed, you may use the Request Not to Seal form, which is posted on the trial court's website on mass.gov. I cannot accept the form here in court. You must submit it to the Commissioner of Probation at the address provided on the form. Please be aware that if the records regarding the charges which you have been found not guilty are sealed, you will be unable to access the sealed record of the not guilty dispositions or any other records regarding those charges. If you want copies of any documents regarding those charges before the records are sealed, you should request copies from the court within 10 days. Do you understand? Thank you.
All right, so we need a date for sentencing. Can we do it next week?
And we would be prepared to go forward today.
Okay. Okay.
One last sidebar. They're just gonna give her probation, and it's her first DUI, but the crowd outside is going insane. I mean, insane. But what I was gonna say is, every YouTuber that ever made a cent off covering this trial, they all need to start putting out content of not forgetting about John O'Keefe finding his real kid.
All right, so Mr. Yannetti, you ready to go forward today as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, Mr. Brennan, what's the Commonwealth's recommendation?
Your Honor, the Commonwealth moves for sentencing.
He's
We
killed.
recommend probation, 1 year, 24D program.
So the standard that everybody else gets on their first time OUI?
Certainly.
Okay.
We ask that she be treated no differently, no better. No
So I'm happy to do it.
No,
All
you're
right,
not.
thank you all.
1 year probation, 1 year probation
Sorry, guys.
on docket
She's
number
not.
00.
She's not happy to do shit. But she has to pretend to be, because she's going to be investigated now. Now that it's over, she gets to be investigated. Higgins gets to be investigated. Jen McCabe gets to be investigated. They all effing lied. Oh, I didn't think I'd feel like this. I feel pissed now, man. I am so mad. I am so mad. I'm so happy for her, but now I'm mad because there's someone who's just got away with murder. Not her. Someone in that house. I hope they're in fear every day until someone is indicted. I hope they all are. Jen McCabe is a liar. She's a liar. And then she got her friend, her new friend that she never knew, John's ex-girlfriend that dated him in high school, went to the prom, whatever, got her to lie for her, saying that she heard her, but then she backed it up here in trial because she was under oath and she knew she couldn't lie under oath. And she knew she told the grand jury the real deal, that she didn't hear her. But Alan Jackson, the badass lawyer that he is, caught it. They are going to get so drunk tonight. Maybe not, because it wouldn't be apropos it'd be maybe a little. No, they're getting drunk tonight. They're getting drunk tonight. Yep, big hug for Timu Chandler. And I'm sorry, John O'Keefe's mom, she's delusional. She's delusional. And I know she went through a lot. She lost her son, but she should be screaming at the top of her lungs, who killed my son? Because it wasn't her. That's what she should be screaming. All right, guys. Anyways, thanks for watching this with me. I appreciate you guys. My wife was screaming a few minutes ago about there being some ants in the kitchen. So I am on the way to murder some ants. And if I go on trial, I guess I just admitted to, well, it'll be second degree because it's a little emotional. It was spur of the moment. I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't planning on the ants, but I love you guys. I will see you soon. And remember, this is the After the Bar Show. Scream that to the top of your lungs. Share it with a friend. Tell them, hey, come check out this channel. It's pretty dope. I will be providing morning shows this week, maybe next week, and then some evening shows. But hey, you guys take care. Have a great day. Hooray, hooray, hooray for Karen Read. Now let's find the real murderer. Let's find the real murderer. Right? Let's find the real murderer. All right, guys. Have a good day.
Oh, wow. Well, this has been a journey. This has been a journey for us, like a journey through from legal troubles to mental health issues, to my own struggles, to your struggles, you sharing your struggles with me. I appreciate you, and thank you for that. Good night, good morning to the listeners of the After the Bar shows, from the morning mayhem shows, or the random nighttime shows. Good night, good morning to the listeners of the After the Bar shows, from the morning mayhem shows, or the random nighttime shows. My people from recovery to legal trials, hope and unity is what we're speaking about. It's a long way to the promised land. All my people understand that this land is our land. One nation under God, and ain't a thing changed. This ain't that, and ain't this, not the same thing. I'm about to bust a move, this a new groove, kinda like a mission, not the Blues Brothers. Good night, good morning to the listeners of the After the Bar shows, from the morning mayhem shows, or the random nighttime shows. Good night, good morning to the listeners of the After the Bar shows, from the morning mayhem shows, or the random nighttime shows. I can feel it, it's a new day. We've got a long way to go. Don't lose faith, don't let the mind games change you. What you see on TV is not always true. You could be anything you want to. I don't know about you, but I am not who I used to be. Not who I used to be. Not who I used to be. No. Good night, good morning to the listeners of the After the Bar shows, from the morning mayhem shows, or the random nighttime shows. Good night, good morning to the listeners of the After the Bar shows, from the morning mayhem shows, or the random nighttime shows.